God has given you a brand new leadership role. And it's time that you lead with the heart. You might be a chosen one, and you know you have a very important role. Today we're going to dive deep into how you know what your role is, what your next steps are. Over the course of my journey here, people are always asking me, what do I have to do? And you have to come to the answers yourself by communing with God. God is going to give you the answers. And in today's very important lesson, we're going to learn what our new role that God has given us is, and how are we going to embrace it, and how are we going to lead with the heart. Everyone write it in the comments. Lead with the heart. Get out a piece of paper and pen. Write these things down today, because each and every one of us are going to embrace our new role. And being a chosen one, you have many roles. You take on a lot for the world. However, everything is not your responsibility. For example, there might be a list of 100 problems in the world, maybe more than that, right? And there's 100 problems, and mixed within this are actually distractions. And what you need to do is say, I'm going to tackle these things, and you know what you need to tackle because they're part of your everyday life. God is giving you signs. There's many signs, synchronicities, and God is not going to allow you to be comfortable. You might be continuously given a little nudge because you know that you have the ability to do these things, maybe that nobody else can do. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart. You're going to be just fine, kid. Please hit the like button so that others can find this message. And write these things down. Write them in the comments. Write them on a piece of paper. When you're given your new leadership role, you need to lead with the heart. Chosen ones take on many different tasks, and there's something that God wants you specifically to do. And what everyone else in the world is doing is not what you are doing. We all have unique gifts, and we all have unique paths. Yesterday, as I was sun gazing and I was, connecting with God, and you could connect with God throughout the day. I could connect with God watching the waves or looking at a palm tree, watching the trees move, looking at the sun. But just sitting and connecting with nature, you really strengthen this connection. A lot of people are disconnected from nature. I have a full video, actually a few of them on the channel page on grounding and how people suffer from nature's deficit disorder. And you need to get some more nature in your everyday life. We all need a little bit more nature. And having a knowing yesterday of what my next steps are, the things that I need to tackle. If God knows you can do it, you will constantly get signs and situations constantly popping up in your everyday life. If you were nice and comfortable, right? A lot of people, they just want to live their everyday life in happiness. And people are seeing that there are many problems that are within society right now. And what we need to do is raise awareness and make people, help them, assist them on their expansion of consciousness. Because remember, awareness is the precursor to change. And the more that you become aware of, I always refer to that commercial. Remember that commercial when you were a kid? The more you know, and the rainbow and the star shoots out. The more you know, right? The more you know about things in the world, you can make better decisions. But we all make mistakes, and sometimes chosen ones put themselves into these positions so that they could study and learn. If you are not willing to be a fool, you can't become a leader. If you are not willing to be a fool, you cannot become a master at your craft. And I am master of the universe. I told you that story a long time ago. You're all masters of the universe. You could write it in the comments. I am master of the universe. And sometimes we have to plunge ourselves into the filth. Sometimes we have to be the quote-unquote fool so that we could rise again as the master. Today, when I woke up in the rising, I saw myself again. I remember myself. We all have a point of homeostasis, and we're learning that over the course of our lives, we pick up densities and things throw us off our path, or they throw us off our point of homeostasis. As I'm making this world famous video right now, hit that like button, I appreciate that. As I'm making this video right now, I am in a fasted state again, hopefully for the last time, 24 hours. And earlier on my journey, I never really believed in it. I never thought it was important, but the clarity that you get and the healing. You have to remove the residue from your body that you have accumulated from negative influences from your everyday life. We all come across them. And in the past, we might have had these negative influences. You need to remove the residue from negative influences that you have accumulated over your everyday life. When you do this, you begin to radiate an energy. Are you radiating an energy right now? You can hit the starbursts in the chat. Again, today I beat the alarm. I beat the alarm today. Did you beat the alarm? If you're new to the channel, I discuss beating the alarm. And every day I set an alarm. That's my hard line. And some days I need the assistance to get up. It's like, oh. And some days it's like I'm stirring with energy. Today I'm stirring with energy. The more that you're in alignment with what you're here to do, the more that you're in alignment, your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being improve. And then you start giving off this light energy that people pick up on. They might not pick up on it consciously, but they pick up on it subconsciously. And then as an attractor field, right? We want to have a strong attractor field. We're attracting more of what we are supposed to be attracting into our everyday life. Become aware of your environment, relationships, and everything you interact with because it is shaping your reality. Once again, become aware of your environment, relationships, and everything you interact with because it is shaping your reality. And there's a lot of chaos in the world right now. It's just the energy. We could see it in the Schumann resonance, the frequencies picking up. Things are everything's being flung around. So, you know, we're like in a shooting gallery, everything's going around. So, be that as it may, God will give you a time period, put you in the wilderness season, for example, put you in isolation season, for example. And during this time period, you have a time to process. You have the time to remove residue from negative influences from your everyday life experience. And through this, you become a professional. Through this, you become master of the universe. I want everyone to write that down today. I am master of the universe. And you have to become conscious and aware. And when you're not conscious and aware of these things, you're not able to respond. And we all can respond appropriately. We all can respond the way that we're supposed to, because sometimes we don't know. And on my journey, you know, there's been so many things going on, but you have to figure it out on your own. And when you figure these things out on your own, that's where the power lies. Here on this channel, we are empowering people. And my job is to move people from victim to creator consciousness. We move from victim to conscious creator. I want you all to write it down in the chat, in the comments, on a piece of paper. Look at it every single day. I am a conscious creator. A conscious creator. Sometimes people aren't conscious creators. They are creating, but they're not conscious creators. You have to be focused on being conscious while you're creating. A lot of you have seen that short video I did. You know, you have to be conscious of what you are creating, because you will spend the day creating maybe someone else's reality, or getting pulled into a black hole, or a supermassive black hole, or something like that. I don't know. Just kidding. Right? We could get pulled into these black holes. We could get pulled into these things. We could fall out of alignment if we are not conscious. And then we become a conscious creator. Hit the like button if you are a conscious creator. That's where we need to stay focused on. You're a conscious creator. And there's a lot of pitfalls and bumps in the road. And not everyone has your best interest in mind. You have to remember this. Unconditional love is not unconditional acceptance of poor behavior. As a chosen one, you're here to teach. We're the teachers of the new earth, if you will. And you could all write it down. Unconditional love is not unconditional acceptance of poor behavior. And that's the way that, you know, certain individuals might hide behind it. Oh, it's supposed to be unicorns and rainbows and everything is love. Everything is the truth. The light is the truth. And authenticity is the highest state of consciousness. And the more that we are in alignment with the truth, the more that our reality can increase, the more that our everyday life experience can be positive. Because the illusion, the fake life, it doesn't last forever. So you might as well do it now, kid. You might as well do it now. Everything that we have endured has brought us to this point right now. Every meeting that we have had has brought us to where we are right now. I'm sure you're coming out of isolation season and you're meeting people. You might have met these people over the course of your journey. And God keeps putting you with these meetings, and people are telling you, people are actually crying out to you to help, to do something. Are you witnessing this on your journey? The people that you come across to, and you have a conversation, that's the only way you actually learn. You learn through firsthand experience. You learn from real life examples. And we don't learn by regurgitating like a parrot. We learn through real life examples. And the people that I've come across over the years, not only just now, I knew it was like a little tap on the shoulder. And you might be a chosen one. You might be sealed in the forehead, the 144, whatever you would like to refer to. The Hopi Prophecy Rainbow Warriors. You could let us know what chakra color you got going in the chat. But listen, we could take a serious time period. We could have a good time as well. Everything, all the meetings that you're having right now, these are people that are giving you a little nudge. Sometimes God doesn't literally speak to you with a spoken word. this is what you need to do. No, it actually comes from the people that you meet in your everyday life. And these people, as you discuss and hear their story, they might be crying out to you. You are a chosen one. You are the 144. You are actually here to improve the world. You could do things that nobody else can do. Will you embrace this new leadership role that you have going into this next phase? Hit the like button if you're here to be a leader. Hit the like button if you are a conscious creator. Because if you're not a conscious creator, you're creating from the subconscious mind. And these programs, who gave you these programs? You might be putting out somebody else's life. You might be putting out somebody else's program. So when you are conscious and aware, it takes a lot of energy to rewrite subconscious programming that we've taken on for so many years. And we have to undo the negative ones. We have to remove densities. You know, I've been sharing about my journey of fasting, but it's time for the refeeding. Yeah, it's time. Everything kind of clicked last night into this morning, this rising. We're rising up, grand rising. We're rising up to new heights right now. We're hitting new heights. And you have specific roles, you have specific missions in this next phase. This is the next phase of our everyday life experience. And it's not easy to get there. And we have to be authentic on our journey and show the world and leave a legacy for others. It's not easy. It's not comfortable. But the more that you get in alignment, spend time with God, spend time alone. Tesla said, be alone. That's where ideas are born. And that's why we go through seasons and cycles, because we need to level up into our next phase. Distractions will come in your path, and your brothers and sisters will come in your path. But you and only you have the ability to create new realities, create the brand new timeline. Aren't we on the brand new timeline this year? You could look at the world and you could see a list of 100 problems, but they're not all for you to tackle. There's only specific ones, and God wants you to do your unique role, your unique gifts. You're putting them into play right now. So really stay focused on this, because you could really, you could feel it inside. And that calling, if you will, that calling will not leave you. God does this on purpose, because it's real easy. It's easy to do some of these things. It's easy to sit on the couch and partake in nachos and cheese. It's easier to do these things. It's easier just to, throw on a cat video or whatever they put out there right now. It's easier to do those things. But we don't do the easy thing. We do the hard thing, yeah. So really stay focused on being conscious, not being unconscious. We're moving from victimhood to creatorhood. We're becoming masters of the universe. And it's my honor to have this channel and community so that each and every one of us can improve the quality of our everyday life experience. And simply, all we have to do is become aware. We have to educate. We have to share with others. and we start becoming the best version of ourselves. I'm absolutely grateful for all of your support. Anything that you do for the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time. We show up every single day. Stay motivated. I appreciate all of that. Tonight on Patreon, we're going to host another live stream. The link is in the description. We all collaborate together. And we really want to stay focused on this during this time. So everything that we've done, this is finishing up the first month of this very powerful year. And everything has fallen into place. Everything is right on time. Divine timing. Everything is falling into place. You could write it in the comments. Everything is falling into place in divine timing for my new leadership role. And that's where we need to stay focused on. I'm grateful for all of you. It's divine timing. It really is. And it's my honor to do this. And this final fast, I hope it's, I say it's always the final fast, and then I wind up having to do it again. So it's my honor just to be authentic. A lot of people can't do it. And life is trial and error. And that's why you got to just show up every single day. Life is trial and error. You could write it in the comments. Trial and error. And nobody knows everything. You might go out in the world and people think they know everything. Those people probably know nothing. You wouldn't be here if you knew everything, because we are in Earth School. We're in Earth School. You like Earth School? You're graduating this year. You're leveling up. You're on the new timeline. You're higher than ever before. And God is continuously giving you these little nudges because you could do something that nobody else can do. I love each and every one of you. Please hit the like button. Please share this video today. If it calls you, come back tonight on Patreon. The link is in the description if you would like to join us on Patreon tonight. We'll be back on tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, every single day. We have something new to put out to the world. Remember, hold the standard. Hold the standard of learning something new every single day. This year, you're going to see so much change in your everyday life. There's all different phases, and we might be in different seasons and cycles, but we are all moving in the same direction. Upward and onward. Otherwise, keep going. That's it. All right. I love you guys. See you tonight on Patreon. Bye for now.